Hey everyone, Mano back here, and today we are going to do a complete guide of the Ruins of the Wrath Shattered Realm. We have every single thing unlocked from the Ascendant, Trivial, Enigmatic Mysteries. We have all of the Harbinger's caches, and we'll finally solve the puzzle of all of the Hive rituals and Hive bowls that have been laying around that have been kind of plaguing the community in terms of the mystery. First things first, what do you need to get this done? Well, first of all, you need to have your Wayfinder's Compass completely upgraded. The last thing that should be unlockable this week is the Astral Attunement, which fully unlocks your Wayfinder's Compass. At that point, you'll be able to increase the duration of safe passage, which is going to be required for the things that we are going to do. I'd also recommend that you bring a Warlock with a Dawnblade top tree just to make things go a little bit faster. In addition, you need to make sure that you have Ager's Scepter on you because there's going to be some of those immune walls that we're going to knock down with Ager's Scepter. I do also recommend having some kind of a movement exotic like transversive steps, and then a sword will make things go a lot easier as well. As with all of these Shattered Realms, you'll need to clear the first 2 beacon areas and not go into the final area where the boss room is. We're going to start here in the staging grounds. Again, you can see that I've got Ager's Scepter, a Dawnblade, and a sword. I do recommend having those. It just makes things go a lot easier. So what we're going to do is we are going to start in this location and turn around and get some of the items over here behind us first. So this is the first beacon, and again, I've cleared everything out. If you turn around here, there is a true sight marker. Activate that. We're going to go get this Ascendant Anchor up on top, and then there is a chest here as well. I'm going to mark in the description box below the name of all of these caches, and Trivial Mysteries, Ascendant Mysteries, and everything else like that, so you won't get lost. Just follow the timestamps below down for all of the items. Also, you can also look in the timeline, and that will tell you the items that we are picking up. I'm going to knock out these enemies here. It's just going to make things go a little bit faster. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use Ager's Scepter on this invisible wall right here. So go ahead and knock that out. And behind will be another chest. After we do that, we're going to invoke Barrier Breach over here in this location. And if you've activated it before, it's not a big deal. Now that you have Phase Breach for a longer period of time, it's not as important that you activate it, but it's always a good idea to activate that first and then go into this area here. There'll be a couple of enemies that you can knock out. No big deal. But as soon as you take them out, you can go ahead and pick up the chest right here. Again, if you are wondering which chest this is, look down in the description box below or in the timeline. It will tell you the name of that chest. Okay, so we're going to jump up to the first beacon location again and look for the true sight marker that's going to be off to your left-hand side. Once you pick that up, we're going to look around for a Harbinger's cache that is in this area. It is actually right on top of a little turret next to the true sight marker. It's very easy to find. Just basically look on top of one of those turrets and you'll be good to go. Again, here's the true sight marker. Look off to the right. It should be right there. So we're going to hop back over to the first beacon. You can see that we're over in this area. Activate true sight in this location. And then we're going to jump across. There will be an Ascendant Anchor over on this side. Moving right along, there's going to be an area where we need the Barrier Breach, as well as an area where we need Ager's Scepter. Knock out these enemies if you wish, or you can run right by them as well. You can see the area where we're going to go here in a minute, but I'm going to get this Barrier Breach item right here. It's pretty easy to knock out. So go ahead and pick that up. Hop into the Barrier Breach area piece here. Then you'll be able to pick up this chest. Turn right around and there will be another Barrier Breach marker. Head on back out, and this time we are going to make our way across using true sight to that area. Again, having Ager's Scepter is going to be a requirement for this secret, so make sure that you have that. At this point, we're going to make our way across here. There will be an Ascendant Anchor you can pick up on this platform. On the left side of this outcropping, you will see an immune sparkling wall that we can use Ager's Scepter on. You don't necessarily need to pick up this true sight. I was keeping an eye out for all of the Harbinger's items and caches, so I wanted to make sure we get those. And you do have to have a true sight to have those on. So Hop on in here, and there is the next chest. At this point, I'm going to jump back over to the first beacon, and this time we're going to head over to the Warbringer's Tower area. Again, we've got every single secret unlocked, so we are going to head over to this area and knock everything out. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video because there's a lot of little pieces to this particular puzzle. For now, let's get one that we already know. There's a marker for True Sight over to your right before you hop on these platforms. These platforms are True Sight platforms, so if you don't have True Sight activated, you'll need to activate that. Get that Ascendant Anchor on your way up, and then there is a chest up here. The totem to the left-hand side is one that we are going to address a little bit later in the video. The next portion of the video that I'm fast forwarding is just killing all the enemies because they're kind of annoying. I wanted to make sure that I thoroughly explored this area in case if there were any additional secrets, but there really isn't. We're going to stop right here, and we're going to move on to the next portion of the puzzle. There's a large circular platform that you can actually step on. You're going to hold onto this plate, and it's going to activate. You'll hear the sounds as well as see as the fire sort of light up, and it's going to open the Warbringer's Tower. You can see Toland is beckoning you on, and you are going to fall down below. There is going to be the next portions of the puzzle here. As you make your way down, there's a little bit of Hive, but nothing major. And we're going to go through the first basic portion of this puzzle. You'll need to activate Barrier Breach, which is easily found right behind. And jump on down. There's a small jumping area here that you can jump down. Nothing crazy here. Just make sure you don't die and pace out your jumps, and you'll be totally fine. At this portion, we're going to knock out all of these enemies here, except for the knight that has the immune shield. We'll deal with him in just a second. But there is a Harbinger's Cache right beside the True Sight marker in this area. Here's the True Sight marker right to the left. It's very hard to miss. Will be the Harbinger's Cache. When you get to this spot, you're going to see a knight that has an immune shield around him. For now, skip him, activate True Sight from that marker back behind, and pick up this Trivial Mystery as well as this Ascendant Anchor. We're going to deal with that knight with the shield and address what you have to do to kill him. I would activate Safe Passage and True Sight markers. All the markers are around in that central area back in that room. Go on through. There will be a couple of enemies here as well as a chest. And we're now at the first step of how to kill that knight. We are needing to break his shield with these relics that are going to be scattered throughout this whole area. There's going to be some cool effects that go on. Like you can see here, there's this exploding lamps that are going on. But you basically need to use this relic to break the shield. Kind of like the Corrupted Strike if you're used to that. So go on through this hallway. Activate Barrier Breach and move through here. Break his shield and do as much damage to him as you possibly can. After a certain amount of damage, he will get a shield back up and retreat to his next area. His next place where we're going to engage with him is going to be in the basement of the Undercroft. There is another area behind here. If you go to where the chest was here and fall down to this location, you can see the final platform that we're at. There is a Hive elevator, but what we're going to do first is we're going to go get this Ascendant Anchor that is directly behind where we fall down. Toland will also be beckoning you to an area over on the right-hand side. There is another relic that you can pick up and knock out his shield. Once you pick up the relic, he will respawn in an area pretty close to where the elevator room was. Rinse and repeat by knocking out his shield and doing as much damage as you possibly can. Once that happens, he will retreat to his final lair location, which is this room in the opposite area. So this is the very well-lit area here. I'd recommend definitely having a sword at this point, and again, a warlock is going to have a dash. The problem is you can't get to the Field of Strife marker before you actually start to engage him. So whatever you can do to miss him or avoid him is going to be the best. Head to the left marker to get out of the Field of Strife. Activate Barrier Breach, and beneath this staircase, there is a relic that you can pick up, and that will be able to knock out his shield. At this point, if you've got sword ammo, knock him out, or special ammo, whatever. I decided to use my super, but once that happens, if you turn around, a chest will appear, and that will be the end of that Ascendant mystery. Once you pick up the chest, leave that room, and you'll see a portal on your right as you leave. There's the room over there, back behind us. You can see I threw the relic over there. Turn back around, and to our right is the first of many portals that we're going to deal with. Once you're done with all of that, pull out your Ager's Scepter, and down below, underneath the turret area here by that spawn location, you'll see an invisible wall. Again, there's the portal that is now open that will bring us to the Undercroft. And underneath here will be an Ascendant Anchor. All right, we're going to move on to the next area. That, again, is the Warbringer's Tower, that whole area there. We're going to come back to it a little bit here in a little bit, but we're going to cover a couple other things first. Let's move forward and get the Ascendant Anchor that is here on this platform and make our way into the debris field. Having a charged sword is almost required here. You can make many of the jumps without a sword, but just barely. So having a sword or a warlock that can dash is going to be really, really helpful. Off in the distance, you can see that there is a difference. There's a totem that is lit up over in that side. So we're going to skip ahead and actually get that taken care of. I originally thought that you need the relic from the basement of the Undercroft, but you don't. You just need to bring yourself. Get this Ascendant Anchor after, of course, turning on Safe Passage and True Sight, as well as this chest on this platform. As you make your way up here, there's going to be a new enemy, a wizard with a little bit more of a health bar. You can see here that this relic from underneath doesn't do anything, so I'm going to knock her out real quick. Once she's dead, she will drop the relic that you need to use to interact with this puzzle. I just wanted to double check to see if this relic could work. This is, again, the relic from underneath the Undercroft, and it does not work. You need the relic that is directly from the wizards, and it needs to say carry the flame. Once you've got that here, we're going to move into the next area, and you can see the marker on screen. I'm going to skip, there's a chest here, but I'm going to skip that for now, just so we can activate this puzzle and move forward. From those people who watched my previous video, you can see that there's a number of hallways here, plus a bunch of markers. You don't necessarily need them to activate the puzzle. What we'll do first is collect this Ascendant Anchor. And the cool thing about this carry the flame relic is that you can actually drop it to your right. Right opposite of that is going to be an Ascendant Anchor, as well as a fresh barrier breach area. What we'll do next is actually turn back and go down here to the last bowl. You can see a cool little effect after bringing the carry the flame relic here. Some of those lamps will explode, which is kind of cool. Kind of a throwback to Crota's End. We'll light the path here, and then a number of portals are going to spawn up. I'm going to address those here in a second, but let's get the easy secrets out of the way so you know what you need to get first. There's an Ascendant Anchor over here behind the portals. Make your way down over to this lower area. There's a chest in this area as well as a chest up on top. Let's get those. So activate Barrier Breach with this marker here. Refresh it when you go through here and pick up this chest. And as you go through this, if you go through a portal, at this point, nothing's going to happen, but do make sure you don't jump through. It might disorient you. Now, remember there was that fresh barrier breach. You can actually go through here and reactivate it if you so choose. In case if your time is getting a little bit lower and you want to get this next secret. Invoke True Sight at this location, and a bunch of Ascendant platforms will spawn up. There will be an Ascendant Anchor up here, as well as a chest at the very top. And this was the last chest that we got in the most previous video on the Ruins of Wrath. Okay, let's address the portal puzzle. You're going to see 5 gates here with different symbols. There might also be a secret here with these different runes up on top. At present, I don't know a solution for those particular ones yet, but everything else is taken care of, and we've gotten all the triumphs taken care of as well. So what's going to happen is if you go through one of these different areas, nothing's going to happen unless if you go through the correct portal. Basically, what you're going to do is go through a series of portals in a pattern, unlock the next portal, and then move forward from there. So let's start fresh. This portal challenge is actually pretty quick if you know the order. Go through the circular portal. That's the fourth one from the left. Kill this wizard. It's going to teleport you to this turret area over by the Warbringer's tower. Go back through the portal here and pick up the relic and rinse and repeat. Go back through the circular door here and then light the path. As soon as that happens, you'll see a new set of portals. Of course, there's this chest here, but we're going to go through the one that looks like a triangle. Go through there and you'll head over to the island that is off to the left-hand side. For now, I'm going to skip the chest and the Ascendant Anchor here just so that you know how to do the portal puzzle. Kill this wizard, and as soon as that is done, the portal will appear way back over here. Go through that portal, pick up the relic, and then you're going to go through the same order you did before. Here's the circular portal. Then you're going to head over to the pyramid portal. And then you'll be back over here to this area, and then you can deposit the relic. Once you've done that, you can see a couple more portals spawn up. You're going to go through the one that looks like an ice cream cone or the one on the right-hand side. It also kind of looks a little bit like a tower, and that's where you're going to end up, over on top of the Warbringer's tower. Now, there is an additional way to get over there. You can use a Dawn Blade with their super and just hop over there, but you don't need to do that since you're doing the portal puzzle. Once you've killed the wizard, we're going to go back through that portal. It's going to take you back to the main relic room and follow the same order. Here's the circular area. Go through that. Then go through the pyramid portal here in the center, right in front of you. Then go over with the portal to the right as you're facing all three. The one that looks like an ice cream cone or a turret. And then light the path here. At this part, you're going to need to look at the two portals. One is going to look like the symbol for Savathun. We don't want that one. We want that particular portal off to our right-hand side. That's going to take us off next to the second beacon location area. At this point, we're going to deposit this final relic here, and this will open up the last gate. Go on through this final portal and you'll find yourself in a spot where you are constantly suppressed and you just need to make your way up here. There's a couple of thrall that could kill you. Don't worry about them. Just push through. If you want to use your sword here, that is a-okay too. Make your way up to this turret location here. There will be a suppress the field of strife marker here. Suppress it, knock out these Hive if they're bugging you. You might additionally get a warband here in this location, but if that happens, just knock them out real quick. Invoke True Sight with this marker here and follow the path that you see in front of you. You'll find the last wizard you need to knock out on this final platform here. And as soon as you kill her, you're going to have your final chest unlocked and the next Ascendant mystery taken care of. There will be another portal that will spawn up in front of you and return you to the main relic room area. That way you don't have to jump down while being suppressed by the field of strife. And now you can teleport to different areas. Again, if there's anything going on with these runes, I will update it in the pinned comment down below. But as of right now, we don't see anything that is going on with these, but we'll definitely be paying attention to try and figure out what is going on. Time to get the rest of the secrets in this Ruins of Wrath Shattered Realm. Head back out of that hallway and there will be a turret up here with a chest on top of it. If you don't know how to get up there or you're having issues because of the field of strife, suppress it with this marker down below and there will be a chest right here. Once we get that chest, we're going to move over by the second beacon as well as the rest of the debris field to get everything there. If you don't feel comfortable going through the debris field, you can always just skip with this path over here so you don't have to necessarily see that. Do watch out for because these rocks can knock you off. First things first, we've got an easily found Ascendant Anchor right below this path. Next, we're going to go grab the chest that is off in the distance here, as well as another Ascendant Anchor as well. Go over to this middle path and suppress the Field of Strife. Be careful as you make your way down. It is easy to fall off, especially if you're not using a Warlock. You should have enough time to easily get the Anchor, jump on up, and get the chest as well here at this portion. Okay, we're going to go back from the relic room where all the portals and stuff were set up. There's that chest. And again, here's the path up by the Hive ship. At any portion, if you want to use the portals and skip ahead to any of the locations that I'm showing, that is a-okay. I am just showing the long path for people who might have difficulty orienting themselves in the Ruins of Wrath. You can see the end of the path here. This should be the area where that last Ascendant Anchor was on your left. Jump up here. This is the platform. You can actually see the portals if you've unlocked them over at that turret. That's the relic room area. And finally, there's the island with the 2 columns over on the right-hand side. At this point of the video, I don't actually have the totem unlocked, so it's still active. What we're going to do is follow the path here and be careful as you make your way across, as rocks can kill you as they spawn on in. As long as you have True Sight available, you'll be able to get your first Harbinger's Cache right here as you jump up. We've already accessed the portals and shown you that whole puzzle piece, so what we're going to do is show you the chest and the Ascendant Anchor that is easily found over here in this island over here. You'll see the portal on your right-hand side and the barrier breach marker. I'm going to activate that and go around the corner of this rock face, and there will be an Ascendant Anchor easily marked back behind. Doesn't matter which way you approach, this is where it is. If you keep going, if you're going and following the path on screen, right next to the totem is going to be a chest that you can activate, and you are good to go. Now, there is still a chest and an Ascendant Anchor over by the Warbringer's Tower. Let's say maybe you don't have all of the portals unlocked, or you don't have the Wayfinder's Compass completely unlocked. This is another way that you can get up over to the Warbringer's Tower, even if you're not at that point. So go back to the relic room and go to the bottom of the ramp here. There is an invoke barrier breach location multiple times through this hallway. Invoke it as much as you can. You need as much time as you can get. Make your way through this hallway here, and if you've got this unlocked, again, invoke barrier breach. Head up into this final lamp area and activate True Sight. Off past this barrier will be a bunch of Ascendant platforms, and you can jump up on top. This is where there will be a final Ascendant chest, which we already got. With a Warlock and Dawnblade, you actually don't need the portals to get all the way over to that tower. If you've got a Warlock with Top Tree Dawnblade, you can actually make your way across. So what we're going to do is activate Heat Rises by charging our grenades, jump up here as high as we possibly can, and do a couple of dashes so that we can move laterally without losing any height. When you feel comfortable, pop a super, and then you're going to go to the bottom location here. There will be a chest in this room right here. You don't need a Warlock to do this. You just basically need to follow the portal puzzle that I showed you earlier. And when you're at the Warbringer's Tower, just fall down below to this room. There will be an Invoke True Sight marker right underneath in that room, and you'll be able to pick up the Ascendant Anchor here. Jump on up. If you haven't done the portal puzzle, kill the wizards, and you should be in good shape. All right, let's go through the triumphs. First things first, let's just start to click off the quests, as well as some of the Ruins of the Wrath ones. I had to really quickly go over and get a few more of the Harbinger's caches. No big deal. I did show those in the video. So let's jump ahead to where we got all of those taken care of. And with that, that should complete every single portion and secret inside of the Ruins of Wrath Shattered Realm. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you found it very, very useful. The portal puzzle is kind of tricky if you don't know what you're looking for, but hopefully the pattern that I showed you in the video is going to help you out a ton. If you did like this video or you learned anything from it, a positive rating is greatly appreciated. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for more Destiny 2 content. If you have any questions or think I missed anything, make sure you leave a comment down below. Of course, if you need anything else or just want to see more great Destiny 2 content, come on over to twitch.tv/manodestra. I do tons of stuff inside of Destiny, from raid helps, PvP, Iron Banner, dungeons, exotic helps, pretty much anything in this game we do. So come on over to twitch.tv/Manodestra and we'll see you over there. Come join the community by joining our community Discord down below. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Good hunting. I will see you next time in the universe of Destiny.